everybody. This video, we will be talking about a certain Abbi Summers. Abbi Summers, a freelance presenter on different TV shows. We will be getting to that very soon. Recently, Abbi Summers has been on the internet for all them wrong reasons. For her previous activities on the internet related to, racial abuse and stuff like that. But before we get into all of that, who is Abbi Summers? Abbi Summers has over a decade of experience as a freelance journalist, having featured in Sony Sport, Talksport, and VR Sport Media, to name a few. And having studied at Immaculate College, Abbi was offered a placement in Team Talk Towers, where she gained the necessary broadcasting experience for her to kickstart her career. Whilst with Team Talk, Abbi produced segments for Sky Sport News Radio, and after this work experience in 2011, Abbi landed a sales and admin role with Expo UK before being promoted to the UK and EU sales and account manager. Abbi first began her journalism career in 2012 as a freelance broadcast journalist and has proven her talent in front of the camera, able to create a warm and relaxed atmosphere or remain professional when the situation occurs. Abbi is incredibly dedicated to all the jobs she works on, striving to be the best whenever she can, always ensuring she puts the pleasure on the viewers first. So, guys, that's the background story of who Abbi Summers is. So, what's all this news on the internet recently about Abbi Summers? Just recently, about a week ago, a tweet resurfaced, on the internet, where Abbi Summers was seen, talking or tweeting about Africans and a black waitress. As a matter of fact, let's get onto the tweet very soon. As you can see, Abbi tweeted this on the 13th day of March 2011, and she said, "Really awkward when a black waitress asks what color bread do you want? White." And of course, then stop there. You got this tweet as well. This 3 months later, on the 13th day of June 2011, another tweet again, when that's exactly 3 months. Exactly 3 months when Abbi tweeted this. And she said, "Getting chatted up and asked by a black boy from the third floor is not the one." And it goes on again at Jake Sanders 2212. "That's just stating the obvious. Need a striker more than African kids need food." Wow. Wow. For me, I was short of words when I saw this. Been a couple of days ago when I saw this actually, and I've been trying to consume this for a while. She reacted to this with her own message as well. What did she say? "I want to deeply apologize for the hurtful and offensive things I have said in the past. This is not who I am as a person, and I wish I had never said those things. I was young, ignorant, and lacked the understanding I have now, but that doesn't excuse my words. I'm truly sorry for any pain I have caused. I hope those who know me know my character enough to understand how shocked and ashamed I am. I'm so sorry from the bottom of my heart, and I will continue to conduct myself in the way I expect of others, with respect, integrity, and the commitment to doing better." So this was Abbi's reaction to this resurgence, or this current happening, like her tweet resurfacing on the internet and stuff like that. Now, one thing I just want to ask first of all is, Abbi has been on the internet for a long time. As you can see, she's had over a decade. She's been on the internet, she's been on the media for over a long time, especially hosting different shows, different channels, from DS Sport to Talk Sport. Why is this tweet resurfacing right now is one question. Another thing is Abbi Summers really a racist? But I'm going to first of all ask this: is she really a racist? Because look at that. Look at the consistency. I'm finding every way, to defend Abby on this. I'm really, really finding a way to defend her on this. But the consistency, if you made just a one tweet, that's for me is excusable. Anything, anybody can just express anything and any day. Yeah, everyone makes mistake. But the consistency, especially one happened exactly 3 months. Was that a planned stuff or something? That makes that inexcusable for me. It's so ashamed. I feel so ashamed, especially for the fact that I personally follow Abbi Summers so well, love her content, love her as an Arsenal fan. Yeah, you can't just help but like her. You can't just help but like her, even though she will diss Arsenal with the last drop of her blood. She wants to find every means to diss, but you can't just help to like her as a person. But seeing this coming up these few days is really, really mad. I don't know exactly. I don't know how to go. I don't even know how to defend this, or I don't even know how to speak against or for Abby. Few days to the game in Bilbao, I messaged Abby from my personal Instagram page. Abby, you got my support. Go on. I sent this message to her on my private Instagram a couple of days before the final. On the day of the final, I replied to her Instagram stories and I messaged her again and I said, Abby, even as an Arsenal fan, I can assure you of my total support tonight. Please quench the looming fire from the United fan base. I wish you and your teammate the best game ever tonight. Come on, you Spurs. Then, of course, remember, Newcastle, Bologna, Palace. Come on, you Spurs. COYS. And I messaged her, of course, never got a reply, but that's fine. But Abby, this is not right. This is not right. If it was a one tweet, I can easily just come out and like, yo, everyone makes this mistake, but this consistency for me is just too much. I just hope that you were right with your statements, with your words. When you say you were only being young, ignorant, and don't know exactly what you were doing at the time, but this is not a good place to be. I was really, really torn apart when I saw this. But one thing, yeah, another question is why this? Why is this coming up now? Why is this thing resurfacing on the internet now? Abby has just gone on to win her first trophy in her in according to her, like memory wise, almost like a first trophy in it. Why is this coming up on the internet now? Could this be something like a targeted killjoy thing? And I'm not going to take away the context and everything, but is this thing coming up on the internet as to kill the joy? I mean, the banter and all of that we are supposed that we all are expecting from Abby, in a few days or something time to come. What's the essence of bringing this up on the internet right now? To be honest, before this came up on the internet, and I say again, Abbi Summers is a very lovable person from a distance. I've seen a lot of ladies in football. They really banter Arsenal. Some speak rubbish, and some actually make a lot of sense. And I don't even like them, as a matter of fact. But you see, this Abbi Summers, she never say a kind word at all. But you just always love to watch her. She's just that kind of a person, just like Bukayo Osaka is here. Even as a rival, you can't just hate on him. You know what I mean? Even if he does anything to your club and stuff like that, scores against the club, you can't just hate on him. That's almost like Abbi Summers. That's almost like Abbi Summers. So personally, I feel hurt. I must say, I feel hurt. But this post for me is not supposed to be coming up at this time. If you have this kind of a thing, if you have this kind of a proof against someone and you want to put it out against her, bring it out at a normal time, not at this time when football we are meant to enjoy contents from her. We were all getting ready what she was coming out to do, what she was going to come out to do on DR Sport or on Talk Sport or whatever, what she's going to come out. She's not been out. to express her happiness after winning that trophy last week. So this is the time when everyone was expecting, like, okay, yeah, let's see what Abbi Summers is gonna come out and say and all of that. I actually sent her these messages. I sent to her. I sent to expressions as well, and I said, yeah, bro, come on. I know you hate man. I know you hate, my team, but come on, I can wish you nothing. The same message I sent to expressions. Even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I couldn't just bear United winning that trophy. I, uh, I would rather, really rather give it to Spurs, and deservedly so. They won that trophy. Expressions has been cooking, and this is the difference between Abby and Expressions here. Expressions can cook you non-stop for 5, 10 minutes, even non-stop. But when that's done, that's done. But Abby, she gives it to you bit by bit. Like she could remind you of all your miseries in 24 hours. She gives the banter to you bit by bit in a calm way that will get down to your marrow. But this is what it is. Unfortunately. But if you ask about my judgment on this, I would say number one, I can't defend Abby on this, but I'll take her tweet, I'll take her message, and I hold on to the line when she said she was only being young, ignorant, and stuff like that. But I hope that this is, a thing that we never get to see again, anything like this coming from her, because it doesn't represent someone of that capability, of that capacity, and stuff like that. But it is what it is. We move. But one message I can give to Abby Summers is, yeah, this happened. Um, I personally, I personally will give you a pass on this, but go out there, go back on the media space and do your thing. Yeah, it's a mistake. Everyone makes that. I hope that doesn't really affect your person. It doesn't make you hide under the umbrella. You know what I mean? Come out your real self and do what you know how to do best. You know what I mean? But definitely, we will be there to give you some sticks. You know what I mean? We would always be there to give you some sticks. Yeah, congratulations once more. I hope you never win a trophy again for the next 17 years. Have a nice day.